Hi everyone and welcome to Homerino Collectibles, where today I'm going to be doing a review of the Transformers Generations Combiner Wars Dragstrip. So we have actually had Dragstrip and the rest of the Stunticons since G1, however they were in the animated line and basically you couldn't actually use them as combiners, they were just singular figures. So they were pretty good figures, but you couldn't combine them, which is obviously what their characters were supposed to do. So this is the first official combiner of Menacer since Generation 1, so that's pretty damn cool. So here you see the packaging, really nice artwork on there. Really like the design of this packaging with Transformers there and the New Generations logo and everything. Very, very cool. On the side here, as you can see, it still has the Superion guy up here. That's just, I guess, showing, it's pretty much what they're going to use for every wave, I guess, just to signify that it combines. And then we've got Menacer down here, and it says 1 of 5. And then moving on to the back, we see that he is a ruthless Decepticon racer. Becomes an arm or a leg, and then we see him there just on the silhouette of Superion, just showing that you can combine this entire wave to form a combiner. So it's pretty good that you can scramble city and kind of make your own. So I think kids are going to love the fact that you can just combine them whoever you want, so they can pick their favourite ones out of their toy box and put them all together. So I think that is pretty fantastic. So I already have reviews up for Skydive, Alpha Bravo and Firefly, so you can go ahead and check them out on my channel. I'm not going to put them in the description because I'm going to put the links to the other actual Stunticons in the description of this video when I get them and when I put those videos up. And I'll be trying to get Silverbolt as soon as I can to get that up for you guys. So that's pretty much it for the box. Let's get this thing open and take a look. And here is the first thing out of the box. So this is the collector card that you get, which has the nice Dragstrip artwork on there, and on the back we just get the Transformers Generations logo. Like with the others, I really do wish that they had put tech specs on there, just so that you can use it as an actual trading card game, just like Top Trumps or something. Just so that it adds a bit more collectability and everything with it, and so that kids have something else that they can collect and play with instead of just the artwork, I guess. And just like Skydive, I actually do prefer the head that's on the card rather than the figure, so I'll get onto that in a little bit. But before that, this is Dragstrip in his vehicle mode, and this is a very, very good looking vehicle mode. So we've had a few other kind of formula style cars out there before with like Mirage and so on, and they pretty much always look amazing in vehicle mode, and this is no different. Very sleek. You can definitely, it definitely hides all robot kibble and everything, even when you turn it over. Very, very sleek there. Yeah, really, really incredible vehicle mode here. They're actually giving us some painted rims there on the wheels and stuff. Very nice. We got some painted axles and stuff right here and in the back there. If we come in closer, you can see some really nice little details on here. Really, really do dig this, and I love the holes here for like the the air ducts and stuff from the wheels. Very, very cool. Rear diffuser and everything, and the spoiler and everything. I am a big Formula 1 fan, so this is really, really awesome for me. I really, really like the style of this. So the classic Dragstrip actually had 6 wheels, just like some F1 cars did at that time. So this, they've gone for a more modern kind of a 4-wheel car. This is kind of, I guess, early 2000s style Formula 1 car. But yeah, looks very, very cool nonetheless, and I'm glad that they have kind of updated it, but it would have been really nice to see, a 6-wheel car here. Very nice Decepticon logo just in front of the driver's seat there, very nice. We do actually have a wheel in there, which is pretty cool. So yeah, overall, really happy with this car mode. So the accessories that this guy comes with, he comes with the foot/hand, which is slightly different to the others. So if I just get another one, the heel/thumb is actually a bit thicker than one for Superion, so they're not actually just reusing the same molds. It is actually thicker, and the overall thing looks to be just a tad bit wider with these bits on the end here, so not as sleek. This is actually the one that was for Skydive. So yeah, with the peg underneath. And with this part right here, you can actually, plug. That is actually the size of a peg, so you could put that there if you wanted to, and have some cannons above him. and he also comes with this sword slash gun, so you can actually peg that into the side here and have some kind of wacky racers, you know, thing going on with a weapon in vehicle mode. So that's okay, but there's not really any, you know, other kind of storage like underneath or inside for those weapons. So that's pretty much it for vehicle mode. So I'm going to show you how to get it into leg mode now. So basically you lift this up, you just make sure the head stays out of the way, and then on this mushroom joint inside here it rotates, so you bring that around and then you peg the nose into that bit right there so that it keeps it in place. And then what we're going to do is lift the head up like that so it sits inside and covers it, and then we're going to get this centerpiece out and bring it up, and then down here you just peg this in at the bottom, and it's as simple as that. So just moving the nose enables us to get the leg mode for Dragstrip, and it's very solid and looks pretty cool. So let's go ahead and take a look at robot mode now. So just taking this off and then putting this back down, put the head down and rotate it around. There is his head. We're going to pull the arms out from the side and up into position like so. Just make sure that they're as far up as possible, and then you go ahead and pull the hands out. Come on, there we go, there's one, and there's the other one. The legs extend like so. Rotate them around, split them apart, and that is Dragstrip in robot mode. So in robot mode, here is his weapon. It is a sword slash gun, depending on how you want him to hold it. But I am very interested to see if the rest of the Stunticons are actually going to come with melee weapons instead of guns. So maybe like Motormaster coming with like some kind of a big hammer or staff or something like that, and so on. I think it would be really cool if we did get some more melee weapons from them. Again, the legs stand with a bit of an angle here. This bit sticks out just further than this, so you get a bit of an angle there. Although it would be nice if you could just rotate these bits of spoiler around because they sit straight up. So it would be nice if you could slant those a little bit to make them look more like the feet are actually on an angle. Because they kind of look like they don't touch the floor there, because it's this bit is actually touching the floor, but it's very minor. The legs, I do wish there was a bit more of a lock for this, because it's not loose, like, you know, tapping it, the leg's not going anywhere, but it is obviously pretty easy. I mean, that's great for kids to be able to do that, and they're not going to accidentally break it by applying too much force in the wrong area or something and breaking it accidentally. And it's not just going to collapse or vice versa in vehicle mode. They're not just going to come undone or anything, and they do tab in quite well. But I just do wish that there was a bit more of a clip, and maybe like the Masterpiece Optimus have like a release mechanism where you press a button and then it can go back, just so that it's a bit more secure when it's at the bottom. You know, it's not going to come loose, but I can imagine over time it probably would. Like if you have it for a year or two and you play with it a lot or something, that might get looser over time. So it would have been nice if there was a kind of release mechanism. But for right now, it's perfectly fine. So the head, if I just show you close up in comparison to the card here, this guy has a bit more of like a kind of Transformers animated kind of a look with his face. It's a decent head sculpt, but I'm not massively keen on it. I like how the red in the eyes come down. That looks really cool. Looks very evil, actually. But I would have preferred something that looks more like this. I think that would have been a little bit better. But yeah, so overall I really like it, but I would have preferred it, just my personal preference, to have had this colour purple. But this does work very, very well. So we do have the screws showing here, but I mean, you know, I really do love the vehicle mode of this guy, and I'm happy that the screws don't show up on the other side of him, so that we get the nice vehicle mode. So I actually like the fact that the screws are there more instead of being on the other side. So as for articulation, the head is on a ball joint, so it looks left and right just fine, up and down just a touch but not much. We have quite tight joints over here at the shoulders, so we have full 360 degrees here because of it being on a ball joint, and then we can also move it all the way out, and then due to transformation it also goes up and down, quite stiff there. We have a rotation at the upper part of the arm and also a hinge here at the bicep, which goes a little bit more than 90 degrees there, and then due to transformation as well, the hands can go in and out. We have the swivel at the waist, ball jointed hips, so they go all the way out and forward and back all the way. Rotation at the thigh, and then we also have a 90-degree knee bend there, and that's pretty much it for articulation, so very well articulated. So to get this guy into his arm mode, what we're going to do is just take the weapon out here, and we're going to put the fists away. So what these are going to do is they're going to go up, and then the hands are going to come in like so. Just make them kind of like point at each other like this, and then these go in like so. So you can mess about with it a little bit, but just kind of tightening them in, that's pretty much how it's going to go. I'm just going to flip the head back. I'm actually going to rotate it around here so that it's not showing. There we go. And then we want to get this out. If I can reach in and grab this thing. There we go. Comes out like so. We're going to plug the legs together like so, and then rotate them. So then to make the hand, we just take this and push down on this little bit here so you can get the fingers out, and then we're going to rotate this around and bring the thumb up to whichever side that you want, but we're going this way. The thumb you can't move as much as for the Superion guys. Because it's thinner, the thumb can come all the way up like so, whereas this can only go that far. So that's the difference there. You can, if you want, put this in his hand, which looks a bit kind of strange, or you could have him holding a sword as well, which looks kind of strange because it doesn't really cover that gap. But anyway, you take this and you plug it into that hole right there, and then there is the arm for Menacer. So that is traditionally where Dragstrip would go, the right arm. And I do really like this thing. So from the outside, you've got a really nice kind of shield look kind of there on the shoulder. Yeah, looks very, very good. I like how it's sleek. It comes out and gets bigger at the forearm and stuff. Really, really, really like the shape of this thing. Like I said, I really like F1. So I'm bound to really like this guy. So obviously right now I have no idea when the rest of the Stunticons come out, so if you absolutely can't wait to get this guy, then go ahead and get him now. But if you can wait, then I would just go ahead and do that, because when the rest of the guys come out, this guy may have even come down in price a little bit for you, so you could get him even cheaper. And they're not expensive, it's just a deluxe figure, you know, and like I've said for the other reviews too, these guys in Combiner Wars, they're absolutely fantastic just for a normal Transformer vehicle and robot mode. They have finally brought out combiners that don't sacrifice a mode. Usually combiners come out and they have either a good vehicle or a good robot mode, and then they're good in combiner mode, but usually there's one mode there that just kind of sucks as a result, so that they can get, you know, all their stuff right for combiner. Whereas these guys, they are just good in all modes, so I would definitely go ahead and pick them up if you can find them. So thanks for watching, guys. If you want to check out pictures of these guys, then go ahead and check out the links for my Instagram and Twitter. They're in the description below. It's Homerino123 for both. And if you want to go ahead and watch the other Stunticons when they come out, I'll have reviews for them as soon as possible, so go ahead and subscribe for those. So that's it for the review, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.